Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. Alright, so, we need to go to the palace. I almost forgot, before we head off looking for the treasure, we have to, tell them that their country is going to be invaded. And not be dicks about it, so we need to go up here and try to go to the palace. We'll go talk to these nice gentlemen here. Because this sounds not crazy at all. Like, hey, you're gonna be attacked by Valur. He's the king of Nasser. He's the person we would need to talk to. We must speak to the king! Well, alright, so here we have a swashbuckler event. We have important information, or you better let us through. If we do, you better let us through, or else, no, that just... We want to be, as polite and cordial about this as possible. Important information about the Valuans. I love how we just say, oh yeah, we happen to have information about your enemies. Not that this could be a trap. So, yeah.
Oh!
Well, I just figured if... Yeah, that's actually... good thinking, Vice. Okay, the Sultan looks weird. Like... We don't want anything from you, we just want to tell you. They're organizing their forces. No, I don't think it is. I like Vice's. You're being an idiot. It is impossible for them to invade. Never say that. The South Daniel Strait is properly guarded. And the Maelstrom, no. Yeah, and Valu is protected by the Yellow Moon. That doesn't mean anything. Alright, now you're just insulting me. Yeah, let's just go, because he's being a dick. Whenever someone is that overconfident, it never turns out well for them. Just saying. Alright, so we have a ship. Yay! Well, the girls have a ship. The boys had a ship, so... No, it didn't. It's that part's ripped off. The dead will always watch over my treasure. It is located. Okay, that was a terribly diagrammed sentence. I think the skull on this map has something to do with it. We might as well just start searching. Alright, so the skull that they were discussing is the discovery, the creepy skull that we found. Alright, so we don't have any equipment other than what we already had. We don't have any items. We got, other than the 4 Sacris crystals. We probably want to do some grinding so that we can get some money before we go do this. Alright, so the dead will always watch over my treasure. And there's a skull here on the eastern part of the Valuan continent. I wonder if that has to do with anything. Alright, so we found the skull. And from here, it's, let's see. Looting the landmark used to pinpoint the island's location. This is naturally Skull Rock. Mentioned once it is uncovered northwest of Vice's deserted island on the Valuan coastline. Follow its gaze east to reach Dakkot's island. So we need to go back to Vice's island and find Skull Rock. So that'll be fun. I don't remember where that is. Where was it? And we can't go to the bridge, obviously. Okay, so that's it. And that... it would be over there, because Crescent Isle is the one that Vice was marooned on. So... Skull will be over there. It was... no, it was... northwest. So yeah, it's over here. And then we follow where it's going. So we need to go this way. And that rainbow is a really good indicator of where Crescent Isle is. Because it's pretty much right over it. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, so a little more north. See, if you see that rainbow, you know you're at least in the right area. And that rainbow is actually a discovery that we can find much later in the game, even though we can clearly see it here. And we are pretty much on our own as far as fights go. I'm going to leave this in because we haven't seen the girls fight in a while. And that was fantastic. That was a great start to this. Great start. But they're just lurkers, so they're not really all that difficult. Not really all that threatening. And there's Cupel Star. I love Cupel Star. I could feed it some chams, or I can feed it one of the chams. The chams will cause Cupel to throw up all of the chams and obrix that he has eaten, and allow him to change back to his original form, so you can change the pathway. I might do that to show off some of the other... So there's Vice's island. I don't even think we can go there. And over here, northwest, was Skull Rock? Is that it? Yes, that is it. And as you can see, it's facing a very specific direction. It's facing that way. So if we hadn't found this... kind of want to make sure I'm looking at it right, and go here and basically go straight that way. I believe it's this island? Maybe? No. Okay, nope. I gotta find it. Let's see.
Over there! Here goes! I'm glad everyone is okay.
It says that it's the largest of the isles, so it's that one. I thought it was the one directly east. This is Dakkot's island, and there is a cham right there. And feeding Pupil the cham, I don't think will cause it to change. But, you know, you never know. Why not? So we got like 950 gold. Why won't this door open? It won't even budge. I love how Fina can read old languages. You know, just because. When the two become one, the path will reveal itself to you. Why is Dakkot being so stingy? It's because he's dead. Wants to make you work for it. Alright, with that, the point of view switches back to Vice, who is still at Nasrat. Let's go find us some treasure. To the north of the city of sands, where two pieces become whole, the way to the treasure will be known. City of Sands probably refers to the city that was here before. I think it was called Oasis. Okay. If we do find the treasure, I'd like to use my share to buy a ship. You know, it kinda needed. Alright, so we can save it here, or we can go ahead and go. We're gonna go ahead and go. The only problem is we have to be very careful about the girls because, you know, they don't have items. Probably should have gotten items. So we can go north from here, and that's basically it. I don't think there's anything we can find. That's a ship. That's one of the Master Air Guard. He looks like a nasty little ship. Alright. I don't think I need to... Yeah, I don't need to find any more discoveries with Vice. We've already found it, so... They assume at this point that you know what you're doing trying to find the island, because you've already been there.
Take that!
No hard feelings.
Alright, so we can see across an isle there, off in the distance, which means northwest of there is the Valuan coastline there, which is there. And Dakkot's Isle is over there. I believe it's that one. Yeah, it's the one in the middle. So, I was about to say if we could get there without another fight, but we can't.
That was easy.
Okay, so we've reached Dakkot's Isle. Wait, is that that one? Damn it. This one. There we go. And it's already named. We already know which one it is. That's ridiculous. Alright, so there's not a Cham on this side, and we have a lizard on this side, as opposed to the scorpion on the other. But we stand on it, and we check the inscription. There's probably some sort of trick to opening it. You have no idea. I wonder how if it were just two people, so if Pedro and Gonzalez were here, would they be able to do this on their own? Like, would they, just the two of them on opposite sides be enough? So, I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Mab said something like, when two pieces come together. I wonder if anyone else is here. Way to foreshadow. This is some Keystone Capers type stuff, like da 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 da. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, so this is the next dungeon, Dakkot's Island. And we have these little emblems here, which you see it changes from a sword to a boomerang. That's where we can transform and switch to the other side of the section to deal with Vice and Aka. We got a Skywing ×1. That's a new weapon for Aka because she needed a new one. Like she didn't. It drops her hit considerably but raises her attack. We'll go ahead and use that. So yeah, we use the little thing and it'll switch us to the opposite side, the other party. But we have random encounters. I'll leave this random encounter in. Mostly because it's going to be new bad guys. There are a lot of bad guys that drop some really interesting stuff here. So we want to be careful. Feralisks are not them. Okay. These guys are just kind of obnoxious. And we have just enough to Alpha Storm. So we'll Alpha Storm. And that takes care of them. That's fantastic. That was actually a little silly.
We won!
So I really, this is one of those dungeons that's really thrown in here as a Deus Ex Machina. Like, if it weren't for the fact that the story had split us up, what would we be doing? So, and as you can see, it's pretty much mirrored image of itself. Except this one seems to be a fight. Fantastic. We'll leave this fight in since it's kind of required. Pretty sure it's required. And it's Sylvan Bane! With just the two of us. That's fantastic. Alright. Glyph of Might. Glyph of Speed. Let him attack. Gilder will counterattack. Sylvanbane's actually going to be kind of a problem
This
this
should
time.
work.
Because it's just the two of us. And he is stronger than his last incarnation. So that's... keep that in mind.
Here goes.
But that'll help Vice's damage output considerably. And we will Cutlass Fury him in the face. And then... I'm thinking a Glyph of Might on Gilder, but I'm actually thinking maybe just Focus. Okay, that made the fight go considerably easier. So we'll do that next round, and that should be the end of it. And, you know, as long as he doesn't kill us with a burst. Because he did almost as much damage to us with the burst as we did to him. That's fantastic, isn't it? Alright. Cutlass Fury and... Fury and attack. And that's it. Sylvanbane defeated. Not terrible. I was really expecting worse.
Oh, like, all in a day's work.
All in a day's work. Yeah. Gilder reminds me a lot of Spike Spiegel. And we finally Blue Magic ranked up, so we learned Slabara, we got an Ixel, and we get the Soul Crystal as a part of that treasure chest. Alright, I'm actually going to end this episode here, because there's really not too much else that I can do in this time frame. So I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.